told you about uh, uh, Roland Barris and him teaching me how to ride the bicycle and all. Well, and I told you where their town house was in town. Went down a block and over a block and down and there was in between Main Street and the street over to my house and on down to the fairgrounds, and and so one day Mom sent me down to the cold storage. You don't know what a cold storage is either, but it's where they took cattle or deer or whatever and cut it up into steaks and hamburger and everything, and then they had big drawers, and they were probably maybe 2 feet by 3 feet deep and 2 feet high, and they were in a deep freeze, just like a big deep freeze. But that's where people like my dad and mom kept their meat frozen so that they could go down and get it anytime, a piece of it, and bring it back and thaw it and use it. And it was down just off Main Street, just below the Texaco service station. And so Mom said, I want you to go down to the cold storage and get me a package of meat. I don't remember what meat I was supposed to get, but this was probably 10 o'clock in the morning. And so I went down and I got the meat out of the cold storage. All you had to do is when you got to the cold storage, they had someone that would open the door and let you in, and you had a key to go to your drawer. And so I got the meat, closed it back up, left, and then on the way back up, Roland and some, I don't remember who was playing with them, but anyway, they were out in the barn out back, swinging across from a rope up in top, clear across from that side of the barn over to that barn side. I went in and played with them, and when I was supposed to be back so Mom could thaw the meat and cook it for lunch. Well, I didn't get back at lunch. Well, I got back close to lunch. They were finishing lunch. Dad and Mom and whoever else was there were finishing lunch. And I apologize for being late, but Dad took my belt off and he whipped me good. And I had it coming because I was supposed to go down there and get that meat and bring it back to Mom and she could fix it for lunch. Well, she fixed it for supper, I think. But I'm telling you, that belt worked very good. I learned a good lesson. Always, always do what you're told when you're told. Have the obedience to do it, because you know what'll happen if you don't. But it was, I still remember in the bathroom, the sink was here, and then the tub was right there, and I was washing my hands to go eat, and he came in there and took my belt off, and I was sitting on the side of the tub between the sink and the tub, and he was just beating my butt good because it was hanging over the tub. But it was a good lesson, but I learned it and I tried harder to obey.